Yo, guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come over here to our media training, how to effectively communicate your brand. I don't care if your brand is baking cookies, you're an author of a book, you're a rap artist, R&B artist. It's very important that you effectively communicate your brand when you're out doing media outings. Being a guest on a podcast or talking to your local film crew, it's very important that you're able to effectively communicate your brand. What do you want to convey? What do you want people to understand about what it is that you're trying to put out into the world? So this is a brief training. It's not going to take that long here. Let's just get into it, okay? All right, so the very first thing you guys want to do, you want to make sure that you research the platform that you're going on, okay? Nothing frustrates me more than having my own show, and then you have guests that come on who have never seen your show, never heard your show, don't know what your audience is about, things of that nature. You want to be prepared. You want to know what audience are you speaking to. Yes, you have your own audience. Yes, you have your own demographic. But now you're on someone else's platform, so you need to understand who their audience is, okay? Very important to understand who you're speaking to, okay? Know if you're going to have time limit on your responses. Is it a 1-minute response? Is it a 30-second response? It's very important to know these, because this is going to let you know when to speak with short, powerful punches or longer statements to convey emotion into your actual response. So it's good to know if you have a time limit on responses. And also, it's also good to know, guys, if you are going to be on a panel, are there going to be multiple guests? Because that's going to also play into the length of your actual response, okay? And this is one of my personal favorites here. We need to make sure that we're asking for interview questions ahead of time. We want to be prepared. Because we want to effectively communicate our brand's message, effectively communicating that. So the best way to do that, guys, is to ask for interview questions ahead of time, okay? And remember, your brand from concept to delivery, having prepared statements will help you with conveying your brand effectively, okay? So you want to make sure that you're being true to your brand, but you want to make sure that you're communicating it effectively to the actual audience that you're speaking to. Hope that makes sense. And then once you get all these components, guys, make sure that you guys are rehearsing, okay? You want to make sure that you're talking naturally. Slow it down. Pause for emphasis. Don't be afraid to record yourself. You want to record yourself so that you can actually see and hear how you sound audibly and how you do look comfortable on camera. How should you be standing? Are you slouching? You want to make sure that you're effectively conveying all this information, from voice to visuals to appearance to how you're looking, how you sound. This is all how you communicate your brand effectively. Knowing those time limits and knowing what audience that you're speaking to, this is going to help you understand, do you need to use short, powerful sentences, to give a punch? You know what I'm saying? Like great sound bites, great sound clicks, we live in a sound bite era, so it's good to have short, powerful sentences so that you guys can have some great sound bites out there as well. Or also know when is it time for you to switch to a long statement to convey emotions. If they're asking you, hey, who's your biggest inspiration, and you just say your mom and leave it at that, that's kind of vague, right? But if you want to give them some emotion, I grew up single mother household. My mother had to work 2 jobs, so I get that natural hustle instinct from her, and I want to be able to make it so that my mother doesn't have to work anymore. She's my biggest inspiration. You see, you don't need to know when to switch to those long statements to convey those emotions, okay? So if you need to use short sound bites, longer statements, convey emotion, okay? And then, like remember I said, record yourself, okay? Watch yourself Get feedback from your team. No yes men on your team. No yes men on your team. Say it with me. No yes men on your team. You want people there who are there not only because they believe in you, it's because they actually respect you and will tell you the truth on things that you need to improve. But you have to be honest with yourself, just like you want your team to be honest with you as well. Where do you and your team see areas of improvement? Where can you improve? Hey, how can we convey our message, our brand, a little bit more clearly to our audience? You want, like I said, no yes men on the team, okay? And did you effectively communicate your brand to the audience? Was it effective? Was it clear? Do they know who you are in that 30 seconds that you were allowed to speak? Do they know who you are? And that's when the realness comes in right there. Now, these are actual tips for the day of your media outing. We just got done talking about, prepping, research, knowing your audience, knowing the audience on the platform that you're going on, knowing when to use short, powerful punches, knowing when to use longer statements to convey emotion. We talked about all that. Now we're talking about tips on the actual day of, okay? Deep breaths if you're feeling nervous. Deep breaths if you're feeling nervous. It is perfectly normal to feel. I get nervous anytime I get on the microphone and I'm just sitting at home in my room, in my recording studio. I'm sitting here, I get a little nervous, a little anxiety. You got to take a little deep breaths. I think I heard Beyonce say one time that she still gets nervous when she goes on stage. And we know her, she's on stage a lot. So it's okay to be nervous, because to be nervous means you're going to follow through. Don't be scared, because if you're going to be scared, then you might as well not even come. Because if you're scary, you're not going to get it done. So nervousness gets it done. It's okay to have nerve. Okay? Take some deep breaths. This is going to help calm the nerves. It's going to regulate your heart rate, relax your muscles, okay? And remember, guys, you rehearse this. You're ready for this. You rehearse this. You are ready. You and your team has sat back. You recorded yourself audibly. You've seen yourself visually. You're confident in everything you do. You and your team have done the proper research on this proper media outlet so that we know that we are going to convey our message and our brand the most effective way possible. Adjust to your surroundings. The more that adjusted you are, the more comfortable you feel. Read the room, guys. If everyone's not so serious and you see that people are laughing and joking, you know what I'm saying? Don't let your guard down, but let your hair down a little bit. Because this is the media what they're dealing with. Still stay alert, but learn how to read the room, okay? Learn how to read the room, okay? And then, guys, this is one of the most important things possible here. Use positive visualization. Imagine a positive outcome is likely to go that way. So just make sure that you're visualizing it. Just remember that you're prepared. If you went ahead and you follow these steps, I guarantee you that you're going to be prepared for your next media outing with this media trading, and you're guys going to be able to effectively communicate your brand to that particular audience if you take the time to actually research where you're going to go, have some prepared statements, and read the room. Okay, so guys, I am HyphenX. This has been a brief training here, guys, with our media training. Thank you for your time. Be on the lookout. We will have other trainings like this, guys. Thank you so much. I just hope that you and your brand will be effectively communicated everywhere you go. Have a great day.